It's one of the darkest, most emotional storylines Emmerdale has dared to tell in years, and it's about to hit a breaking point that no one is ready for.
Two characters from completely different walks of life are about to have their worlds collide in a way that exposes just how dangerous and unpredictable the world around them really is. Don Taylor and April Windsor, two names that carry very different histories, are suddenly connected through one chilling reality. Both are fighting battles they never asked for, both being manipulated by forces they can't fully see, and both standing at the edge of something life-changing. For weeks, Emmerdale fans have watched April's story spiral from innocent beginnings into something much more sinister. It started with a friendship, a new connection with Dylan Penders, a boy who seemed charming, understanding, and different. But behind that friendly smile was a trap being set. April and Dylan were slowly drawn into the web of Ray Walters, a man running a criminal operation that thrives on exploiting the young and vulnerable.
At first, April thought she was just helping Dylan, maybe getting caught up in something she didn't understand.
But every step she took brought her closer to danger. Each small decision, every secret meeting, every text was pulling her into a world she didn't belong to. Now, that dangerous path has led her to the most terrifying situation of her life, locked in a hotel room by one of Ray's associates.
No way out, no one to call.
Just fear, panic, and the realization that this isn't some teenage mistake anymore, this is real. While April's fighting for her safety, Don Taylor is fighting a different kind of battle, one that's happening inside her head and heart. Her past, something she's tried for years to bury, has come flooding back. An indecent photo of her adoptive daughter, Clemmy, has been shared in a group chat, setting off a wave of chaos for both the Tate and King families.
But for Dawn, it's more than just a violation, it's a trigger.
It drags her back to the person she once was, the life she thought she left behind, and the pain she still carries.
When Dawn opens up to Joe, the truth comes pouring out.
She remembers the nights she spent on the streets, cold, hungry, scared. The people who said they loved her but only wanted to use her. The promises that turned into traps. She talks about being coerced into sex work, manipulated at an age when she should have been dreaming about the future instead of surviving the present. Every mistake, every bad decision was rooted in something deeper: fear, loneliness, and the desperate need for love and safety. Now, she's built herself back up. She's a mother, a partner, and someone who finally feels grounded. But when she sees what's happening around her with Clemmy, with April, she recognizes the signs instantly. It's history repeating itself, just wearing a new mask. Olivia Bromley, who plays Dawn, said something powerful in an interview. She would just want to scoop April up and tell her to get out of there. Because Dawn knows what it feels like to be in that situation, trapped, confused, and convinced that no one will understand. She lived that life. She's seen what happens when a young girl's trust is used against her. But April's story hits differently. She comes from stability. She's got a loving family, friends, a home that's safe and full of care, and yet she still ends up in danger. It's proof that it doesn't matter how secure you think you are. Manipulation doesn't always come from broken homes or bad parents. It comes from charm, lies, and subtle pressure. It comes from people who know exactly how to make you feel special right before they take everything from you. That's what makes this storyline so unsettling. It feels real. It feels modern.
Dawn's trauma was born in alleyways and shelters. April's is happening through DMs and private group chats.
The methods have changed, but the pain is the same.
And Dawn's confession to Joe cuts deep.
She reveals how someone she trusted when she was young convinced her that what they were doing was love, that she was special,
that no one else would understand.
And once that trust was broken, so was she. It shaped everything that came after: her addiction, her guilt, her self-worth. And now, she's seeing that same cycle forming in the younger generation, just hidden behind screens and social media filters. Olivia Bromley also touched on another critical part of this episode: Clemmy's story and how it intertwines with April's. Both stories highlight how technology has created a new kind of danger. Cyberbullying, online grooming, digital exploitation, it's all happening in spaces that adults often overlook.
Bromley explained how today's kids can't escape it.
It's really hard to get away, she said. You used to be able to come home from school and leave it all behind.
Now it follows you everywhere on your phone, your feed, your notifications. You can't switch it off. It's terrifying when you think about it.
Every photo shared, every private message sent, every innocent post can be twisted or used in ways no one expects. And once something's online, it's almost impossible to erase.
This Emmerdale episode isn't just another dramatic moment, it's a wake-up call. It's showing what's really happening in modern life.
Behind the entertainment, it's forcing viewers to face uncomfortable truths about how easy it is for young people to be manipulated, even when everything seems fine on the surface.
The parallels between Dawn and April are haunting.
One woman's past is becoming another girl's present. Both stories shine a light on how easily the cycle of exploitation continues and how hard it is to stop. As Dawn tells Joe about her trauma, we see not just the pain of her memories, but the fear that history is repeating itself. That despite all her growth, all her healing, the world hasn't changed as much as she hoped. And for April, the horror she's facing feels like something straight out of a nightmare, but it's real, and it's happening now. Olivia Bromley's performance promises to be raw and emotional, the kind of scene that sticks with you long after the credits roll. Because what's being shown here isn't just fiction, it's a reflection of real lives, real struggles, and real consequences. As this storyline unfolds, it asks one unshakable question: can the next generation truly be protected from the same dangers the last one faced? Or are these cycles too deeply woven into our society to ever fully escape? Because even as the world moves forward, even as technology evolves, the manipulation, the grooming, the exploitation, they just find new ways to exist. And when Dawn looks at April, she's not just seeing a young girl in trouble. She's seeing herself years ago. The same fear in her eyes. The same hope that someone will save her before it's too late. This episode of Emmerdale isn't just another storyline, it's a mirror. One that forces us to look closer at the world we're living in. The dangers hiding in plain sight. The people who pretend to care. And the heartbreaking reality that sometimes, even when you do everything right, it's still not enough. It's raw, emotional, and deeply human. A reminder that behind every screen, every secret, and every "it won't happen to me," there's someone like April, and someone like Dawn, living the same pain decades apart. And that's what makes this story impossible to forget.